This was moving day at Fort Carson, Colorado.
We have everything from tanks, Bradleys, mortar carriers, artillery pieces, engineer vehicles.
The U.S. Army's 4th Infantry Division's 3rd Armored Brigade Combat Team is preparing to ship out.
This equipment is sort of our lifeblood.
3,000 pieces of equipment.
A lot of good stuff moving out here.
That 4,000 soldiers will rely on during their upcoming 9-month deployment in Europe.
We'll be there to assure our allies and partners primarily.
Call it reassurance and deterrence. These vehicles, this equipment, will ultimately end up in 9 Central and Eastern European countries, some of them right on the doorstep of Russia.
This is about increasing concerns about Russia. We want to deter Russia from making any further advances and to reassure our allies.
Hello, Warsaw.
President Barack Obama announced Operation Atlantic Resolve in Poland in 2014, soon after Russia intervened in Ukraine. As part of this multi-billion-dollar effort, the 3rd Brigade Combat Team will join European soldiers in training exercises that experts say are meant to send Russian President Vladimir Putin a clear message should he think about invading one of his neighbors.
This would be an escalation that would be met with forces on the ground.
And I think the administration suddenly woke up and realized that the difference between Crimea and Estonia is not that great.
Professor Jonathan Edelman of the University of Denver believes the deployment is Obama's way of protecting his legacy. He says Putin does not represent a threat right now.
He's not quite sure, and he's not the only one, who the new president of the United States really is. And I think he wants to test that out before he goes any further.
Either they pay up.
At a time when Donald Trump has questioned America's commitment to NATO, this show of force could ease nervous U.S. allies.
It was really to reassure them that NATO's guarantees are firm.
But Skylar Forrester of Colorado College says the U.S. must be careful not to provoke Russia.
Undoubtedly, if I were presuming, the ambassador in Moscow is telling the Russian government these are rotations, these are exercises, and you can be assured there is no mobilization of a capability that's going to invade you.
Leaders of the U.S. force won't talk about Russia specifically.
We are there to deter any would-be adversary.
They're on track, literally, to make their presence felt in Europe starting in January. Hendrik Sybrandy, Fort Carson, Colorado.